Ah, Arsenal and title hopes. It's a bit like watching a soap opera, isn't it? Every season, the highs, the lows, the dramatic injuries, and the ever-hopeful fans. But now, with Gabriel Jesus back in the squad, could this finally be the year the Gunners break their Premier League drought? Let's dive into the drama. Ah, the nostalgia of not having seen Arsenal lift the Premier League trophy since the days of dial-up internet and Nokia 3310S. The fans' longing is as palpable as their deep-seated skepticism.
I've never seen Arsenal win a Premier League title. I know many of you probably have. And all I want, no matter what, is to win that Premier League title. And I don't care what means we get that done in. I don't care if we win by 35 points and we're done in March. I mean, I would like it. But I wouldn't mind if we won it by the last day of the season by a point or goal difference or goal scored or whatever it is. I just want to see Arsenal achieve big things. And we've waited a long time by playing good football, doing things by the book and being genuine. And it hasn't really got us to that level where we've won anything, but we have been at a good enough level to win things. It's not like we haven't. Things just haven't gone our way. And at least some variance this season has been going our way, which I will take a lot more.
The return of Gabriel Jesus, a player who might not always start but is clearly adored. It's like having a beloved spare tyre, rarely used but absolutely crucial when needed.
Massively missed, in my opinion. Would he have been starting all the time? No, of course he wouldn't. But just a hugely important member of the squad still. Different sort of profile to some of the forwards that Arsenal have, certainly the strikers that Arsenal have, and would have been very, very useful in the second half last season and will, in my opinion, be hugely, hugely useful between now and the end of the season when he does get back.
A midweek victory in Prague, a statement win indeed. Something about European nights that makes Arsenal fans believe, even if it's just for a fleeting moment, that the glory days could be back.
Let's start from midweek, because that performance in Prague was a statement win. A 3-0 away victory in Europe, another clean sheet, another masterclass in control, structure, and ruthlessness. Arsenal have now gone 8 consecutive games without conceding no goal, matching and then breaking their 122-year-old club record, the previous mark set back in 1903. That's over a century ago. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal have done what no other Gunners side in history has managed. 8 straight clean sheets, and they are now looking for their 9th in a row, which would make them the first team in Premier League history to do so. In those 8 matches, they've scored 21 goals and conceded no goal at all. This is historical. The numbers are simply staggering. Arsenal have faced just 65 shots in the Premier League this season, the fewest by any team. Only 18 of those shots have been on target. Again, the best defensive record in the league. Their expected goals against, XGA, sits at 4.8. the lowest in Europe's top 5 leagues. And they've conceded just 3 goals in total in the Premier League this season. This is not luck. It's not coincidence. It's league control. Arteta's team doesn't allow chaos. They dictate rhythm, pace, and space. Even when teams manage a single shot on target, it feels like a win for them. That's how rare it's become to even test Arsenal's goalkeeper. That dominance was clear in midweek. Against Slavia Prague, Arsenal faced only 1 shot on target, extending their record-breaking defensive streak even further.
Arsenal, the beacon of consistency this season, which is a bit like being the tallest dwarf, given the competition's form. But hey, top of the league is still top of the league.
So none of these teams seem as consistent as Arsenal this season so far because they haven't been, and that's why Arsenal are the top of the league. So we don't know yet who is going to be that team to push Arsenal. Like I said, in my opinion, it's Man City. But there is a world where it could be Liverpool as well. So hopefully those 2 teams draw. Arsenal have a chance, obviously, to play tomorrow and put a bit of pressure on Liverpool and Man City. We have seen these are teams over recent years who can not crumble, but they can shake slightly. So if you put a bit of pressure on Man City, they're not the team of 5 years ago with all these top players with this unbelievable mentality where they just seem inevitable. They go through patches of that, and then you watch them in moments in games where you're thinking, what has happened to Man City? Where's their defence gone? Why are they so leaky? And again, the same can be applied with Liverpool. You look at their attacking plays sometimes and the way they buzz all over the pitch and you think they are so good. And then defensively, they get opened up. Van Dijk might back off too much. Konate might get pulled out of position. Kerkez might be doing a madness at left back and just get absolutely skinned, find himself out of position. Both teams are vulnerable, which is something you can't say about Arsenal at the minute, and that is something that is huge this season. Let me know your thoughts on everything you've heard in this video.
Upcoming fixtures as unpredictable as a British summer. The North London derby, Aston Villa and others. Let's just say Arsenal fans might want to brace themselves for a roller coaster.
They've got a North London derby straight after the international break. They've got Aston Villa. Club Brugge away will not be easy. They've got Brentford in there as well. I do think Arsenal win the bulk of these games. The Bayern Munich one is the one that everyone's looking at to say, right now, where is this Arsenal team are at? Because Bayern Munich are probably the best team in European football right now.
A fit Gabriel Jesus. Unpredictable, full of flair and capable of brilliance. Sounds like the perfect cocktail for Arsenal's title challenge, with a hint of anxiety on the side.
When he was asked, what is a fit again Gabriel Jesus going to bring to your squad? He said he's a player that is very unpredictable, full of energy, super competitive, a player that comes from a context of difficulty in the last few seasons for various nasty injuries. So the level of hunger and desire that he's going to bring to the team is going to be amazing. I'm thrilled to have him. I think he's going to add something extra to the team that we don't have and make sure that very soon we see him on that pitch making an impact for the team. And I love those quotes from Mikel, because you've heard me, I've said it on this show before. I do not want to see Gabriel Jesus leave it in January. Lots of people have said, let's just get rid of him in January. If an offer comes in, just take the money. I just don't see the point in the summer. Yes, fine if an offer comes in the summer. But for now, when this season is so important for Arsenal, when they've got such an opportunity to do something very, very special, you've got to stay as strong as you possibly can. And you get a fit, hungry Gabriel Jesus back in the squad for the last 6 months of the season, with the experience that he's got and the quality he's got when he's fit. Why would you want to get rid of that? What good is £10 million or £15 million in January going to do to us in terms of winning the title? Nothing. They're not going to reinvest it. They're not going to buy someone for that.
So are Arsenal genuine title contenders with Jesus back in action? Or is it just another chapter in their ongoing saga of almosts and not quites? Time will tell, but for now the hope is alive. And there you have it, folks. If you want to keep up with Arsenal's roller coaster of a season, make sure to like, subscribe and comment below on whether you think Gabriel Jesus is the saviour Arsenal have been waiting for. Cheerio!